The NHL makes a statement, we're not breaking the schedule. Do they have a plan if Ovi wants to go? Do they have a plan if Erik Karlsson? Who's going to stop Ovechkin from going? Who's going to stop Erik Karlsson said, hey, it's crap, and Gary, you don't know what the hell you're doing? Like that.
Yeah, but I think they knew that when they said it, and they were waiting to see what happened in the wash.
Well, I think the NHL loses credibility if you go back on this now. Because that's the other part of this. People are saying, people forget, July 19th, 2013, that's when the Sochi deal and schedule finalized. So we got a ways to go if we're working backwards on that calendar. And there's some people thinking, oh, they can go back and they can do this and that. The NHL looks super weak if they walk this back now, and the IOC gets what they want, and Rene Fossell gets what he wants, and all the players get what they want, and the league is there shutting down their league again, losing all these dates for 2 weeks, with getting literally no financial gain out of it whatsoever from the IOC or any sponsor around it. They can't walk this back now. They will look weak.
Well, let me ask you this. I think, do fans understand why? Like, I know every fan looks out there and says, this is a great hockey tournament. Who doesn't want to see a great hockey tournament with all of the best players in the world? But once we're done being selfish, we realize that this doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Like, the NHL asked people to negotiate, not the players, not the IOC. No one wanted to sit down with them in any way, shape, or form, and they said, okay, fine, we're taking our players and we're going home. But the IOC is one of the richest organizations in the world. Some say one of the most corrupt organizations in the world, and they want the world's best players to show up to their tournament, and they don't want to pay a cent or a nickel in this country for them to show up. Like, I know it's millionaires and billionaires arguing against each other. I know the owners are being selfish, but I understand why. Why would they spend $14 million of their own money for the IOC to benefit? Maybe the players in the league benefit down the line, but the IOC gets the best hockey players in the world, the ones the owners pay hundreds of millions of dollars to, and they go and show up for free? Like, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense.
Well, Tim, the IOC said...
Other than we want to see great hockey.
Well, IOC doesn't care about great hockey. The IOC wants the best players there, and they don't want to pay for it. But, Tim, the IOC, in that statement they released earlier today, and we haven't run this part of it yet, they told you how much of their money goes to the development of sports around the world. Tim, you can't tell me you read this and say, how on earth could the IOC possibly give them money? Read the clip.
The IOC, which distributes 90% of its revenue for the development of sport in the world, obviously cannot treat a national commercial league better than not-for-profit international sports federations which are developing sport globally.
90% of their revenue.
Does anyone believe that?
90% of the revenue.
Not even the people who want players to go, which is the vast majority of people watching us right now, believe that, right? That 90% of the money goes. What does the other 10% do?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. The eternally generous International Olympic Committee.
Whose executives make nothing on the dollar.
Oh, my God.
Nothing on the dollar.
Their presidents were in, like, Olympic sports like sailing. Yeah. Like the rich ones. Not the other ones. The rich ones. If you believe that statement, I'm skinny, figure skating isn't corrupt, and McAuliffe has hair. You will believe all of those statements one day, Tim. One day.
Some here, and there. Now,
would you agree?
I mean, if I grew it out, there'd be some.
We got to do a bet one day.
Maybe back. Oh no, that's just a mole.
Is that a mole or is that?
Mole.
See, that's why I can't shave my head.
Some right
I got
here.
weird craters. Why'd we leave that shot? It's mesmerizing. It's like one of those paintings that turns into something else the longer you look at it.
Listen. The separation of the two, or the lack thereof, is complete malarkey. Mark my words, they're going to China. That's why Gary Bettman was in China.
Tim, it's pronounced China.
China. They're going to China. And, I mean, listen, here's what happened in the last Olympics, if you don't know. The Russian government basically put $14 million on the table, said, IOC, give this to them to make sure they're coming because we need NHL players at our games.
The IOC didn't run those Olympics. The Russian government ran those.
The Russian government ran them.
Yeah.
And the Chinese government will do the exact same in 2022, and the NHLers will be there. Gary Bettman just went to China, came back, and made this announcement. I think he's pretty confident they will end up in China, even if he can't say it right now.
He knows exactly what the deal's going to be. And China's already probably given him the $14 million
so hold
for that.
Hold on a second. So both of us are looking at this and saying the IOC is being utterly ridiculous.
Yes.
And yet most people are saying, who cares? Get the players there. It doesn't matter how. There's a bit of a disconnect there, is there not?
Yeah, there is. But I mean,
like
look,
you and I both want to see best on best hockey.
But not if this is how it happens, Tim. Now, it's not your money, it's not my money, but the IOC have been sucking at this teat for years, and they're paying nothing. They don't pay a dime, and I'm cheap, and I'm calling them cheap. That's a different level of cheap. This is insane. Yeah. This is insane, man. Yeah. You can't allow. Listen, it's millionaires and billionaires fighting, which sometimes are the best fights.
Or the stupidest fights.
But sometimes you do agree with one over the other.
Yeah.
The IOC are a joke. They have pillaged from village to village for decades, leaving bad stadiums and white elephants while cities go into bankruptcy. Yeah. And they won't pay the NHL $14 million for Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid and Alex Ovechkin and Braden Holtby and Erik Karlsson and Bobby Ryan. Maybe not Bobby Ryan.
All right, I got it.
But I'm just saying, this has to end. This has to end. And I know you want hockey. You want best on best. I know you do. But at some point, you have to ask the person who's been spitting in your face for 2 decades to politely stop. And that's what the NHL's doing. Is that a decent analogy? Or is it?
No, it's very good. I liked it. Even if they were there, would you be watching?
I'll watch anyway.